بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Welcome back to my channel QHE Tajweed Rules of the Quran channel in English. We still under the chapter of Tafkheem and Tarqeeq. Today inshallah we'll go through Surah Al-Fajr to go and see the two kind of school of Tafkheem from letters خص ضاف قض in this surah and which level is which level in each school. To review very quickly about these two schools, we say school number 1, which is the Egyptian school with the 3 levels. Tafkheem letter that has a fatha, this is the first level, and they don't care if this letter it has fatha and followed by alif. They don't care if it's just a fatha. They don't care if the letter is sakin, the mufakham letter is sakin, and before it fatha, it's follow the same level. Second level for this school, which is dhamma. If the heavy letter has dhamma, or if the heavy letter is sakin and before it is dhamma. Third level for this school is the kasra. If the letter is with kasra, or if this letter is sakin and preceded by kasra, both of them in the third level. Remember, this is school of the 3 levels. It doesn't have a special level for sakin, and it doesn't have a special level for the one with fatha followed by alif. In school number 2, the Abn-Al-Jazary school, with the 5 levels, it's count the isti'la letter with fatha by itself and followed with alif is level number 1. Level number 2 if it's by fatha only. Level number 3 if it's by dhamma only. Level number 4 any heavy letter sakin. If it's with fatha or if it's with dhamma or if it's with kasra, before it they don't care. But it's a sakin by itself. We don't care what's the haraka before it. Level number 5, the tafkheem letter or isti'la letter is with kasra, like what you see in 2 examples here. For this table, the writing is a little bit small, but if I put it in 2 pages, I will miss the idea I want to give to you. I want to put for you 2 schools in front of you, and you can compare between them with very clear way. Let's go right now and find in Surah Al-Fajr any heavy letter from خص ضاط قض, and we will color it with red, and then we will see each letter in both schools, which level it is. Let's go and find the heavy letters first. We will color it with red. Our letter we should to find it's from word خص ضاط قض. Letter خا and the صاد and ضاد and the غين and the طا and the قاف and the ظا. This is our first one here. Second one. Third one. Here. I think this is the heavy letters we have in this page. And this qaf, I miss it. Let's go one more time to be sure I didn't miss any. I don't think inshallah we miss any here. Letter Jim is a light letter. One of the mistakes I heard a lot from non-Arab, they make the Jim heavy. Jim is a light letter. Our heavy letter again, it's in sentence خص ضاط قض. Okay, so let's see here which letter, which level for each letter of this. Letter Qaf with Fatha. In school number 1, it will be with the 3 levels, it will be level number 1. In the second school with the 5 levels, it will be level number 2. How can I read it in school number 1? Qasamun. How can I read it in school number 2? Qasamun. It's very close to each other, not a big deal, not big difference between them. If I look in letter Kha here, this Kha in school number 1 with the 3 levels, this school doesn't make a special level for second letter. So we should to look for the letter before it. If it's with Dhamma, that means it's in the second level. Second level. So the Tafkheem of it will be يخلق. يخ. See how the Kha is heavy here? But in the school number 2, Abn-Al-Jazary school with the 5 levels, this is level number 4 because the second letter, it has a special level and it's less Tafkheem than the first school in this word. It will be يخلق. يخلق. In the first school, it's what? يخلق. Okay. Letter Qaf مقلقلة. In the first school, it follows the Fatha. Here, which is, it will be in the highest level. يخلق. But in the second school, it will be the second level. يخلق. يخلق. Inshallah, this is clear. Let's go for letter Sad here. This Sad, it's 2 Sad in the real. Sad number 1 is Sad Sakina and Sad number 2 is Sad with Fatha. Sad Sakina and the Sad with Fatha because this is Sad Shadda, right? So let's go for the Sad Sakina first and see the level of it in the 2 schools. Sad Sakina in the first school, it should to follow the letter before it, which is Dhamma. Then it will be which level? Level number 2. But in the second school, it should to be level number what? 3. Okay. Sad number 2 here, which is a Sad with Fatha. In the school number 1 with the 3 levels, it should to be level number 1. But in school number 2, it should to be level number 2. As-Sakhra, As-Sakhra. In the second school, it will be As-Sakhra. Why it's both of them is almost the same? Because letter Sad and the Dad and the Ta and the Dha, these 4 letters, because it's mutbaqa, the idbaq is very strong characteristics in this letter. It will make this letter is heavy anyway, even if it's with kasra. So the levels of Tafkheem, it's not very clear in the Sad and the Dad and the Ta and the Dha. It's mufakhama all the time with very high level. Okay? So letter Kha here, in the school number 1 with the 3 levels, it should to be level number 1 because school number 1, it doesn't have a special level for its second letter. So we are looking all the time for the letter before. The letter before here is with Fatha. That means this Kha in the highest level. And in school number 2 with the 5 levels, this is level number 4 because it's a Sakina and they don't care in this school what's the Haraka before. How can we read it in both school? School number 1 with the 3 level, As-Sakhra. In school number 2, As-Sakhra. Did you feel the difference? Inshallah, this is clear for you. طيب, here, letter Ta, Ta with Fatha. Ta in the first school, it's in level number 1. And in second school, it's in level number 2. Again, this word, if I read the ta here, it will be closer in both schools. Why? Because الحروف المطبقة, which is صاد, ضاد, طا, and the ظا, characteristics of إطباق is very strong. It's cause for these letters to be heavy anyway more than normal. So even if I have levels of the Tafkheem and Tarqeeq for it, it's still very heavy. Okay? Let's go right now for letter غين. Here in the same word. غين فتحة here, it's level number 1 in school number 1, but it's level number 2 in school number 2. طغوا, very close to each other. طيب, فصب, الصاد is one of the مطبق letters. We said it's not very clear the level of تفخيم on it. And it's in school number 1, it's in level number 1. In school number 2, it's in level number 2. سوط, same thing. Here, this is in school number 1, it's level number 1. In school number 2, level number 2. لبالمرصاد, same thing here. صاد in level number 1. In school number 1, it's level number 1, but in school number 2, it's level number 1 too. Why? Because it has alif after. And the school number 2, it's make a special level for the fatha followed by alif, which is the level 1. Inshallah, this is clear for you. I hope this page is clear. I hope you get it. Next time, inshallah, next class, we will go for the page number 2 together and try to find the الحروف المفخمة from خص ضاد قذ and find which school and find which level in each school for each letter and feel the difference between them. Which school we follow, which school Dr. Ayman Swaid, for example, follow the second school with the 5 levels. Okay, inshallah, this is clear for you. By this, our class for today is done. Jazakumullahu khairan to watch my channel QHE Tajweed Rules of the Quran channel in English. Watch me next time, inshallah. We will continue Surah Al-Fajr and see the other مفخم letters, the letters from خص ضاد قذ, and see which level in each school and how can we read it with the both schools. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.